it's not regarding this one. Okay, this kind of scenarios we come across for doing our development. It is something like a web development, totally web development. End of the day, you need to bring that functionality or piece of functionality to SharePoint, and you need to follow a certain approach, which could be a web part, or could be a page layout, or could be a master page, based on what is the scope of the feature is important. Now, for now, we thought that this web part is going to be used at the page level as a web part. That's why we made it as a web part. If we want this web part to be on a master page, that means which works across all, we will create as a web part, that's right, but we will move it to a page layout stage where an end user will not change it, they can only view it. When I say when end user, back office user who has authoring permissions. Okay, now any doubts up to here?
When providing to a user, not end user, like a developer,
Yeah.
how do we provide for now for editing part and all? How we
Editing,
give them?
I mean,
See this
like
part.
it's this kind of
Okay.
like an end user. I mean, see, there are a couple of things which we can do. Now we hard coded. If you see here, we hard coded the list in the code itself. Okay, there are a couple of approaches. When we edit the web part, let me go and edit. Okay, and edit the web part, and we have certain properties here like appearance, layout, and advanced. Like that, we can have our custom properties. Why I'm telling is, this web part we just did it to get something quickly, but for an end user, really for a production kind of environments, maybe even you can use this web part if they say they are not going to change the list name, or this is what they want, and they don't, I mean, that the time is less, and it's all, end of the day, it's a testing and development. If you want to reduce your testing and development, you can hard code there and your job is done. But if they want something like customized, where they give the list name here and they provide the list name, authoring, and coming to this list, you should create a list with a blank list, or maybe at least a list with 1 or 2 items or samples. But to answer your question straight, they need a user guide, how to use this web part, how does it work, like this is the list, they have to change it to add the web parts, and these are the expected data. It could be URL or it could be an image, and what does the display auto do, and what does the is active do, and we need to,
And if they want to add some more images,
yes, I mean, if they, okay, if they want to add some more images, if they create a new item here, and when they enter here, I mean caption, and here,
the name they want.
and the URL of the image,
Okay.
that URL, I mean, as we thought, that URL could be in our SharePoint, or it could be across any site, as long as we can access something like this Enado. This is, if you go to this image, I think even this image is not showing in Enado, but still this image is active there. No, but I mean, it's not deleted, that's why I can access this. I didn't,
But if you want to store it, you want to make a copy and store it in local folder, how can you do that?
see, that's how we did, I think, for the rest of the stuff. I think what, where did we
But
place,
user, okay, the same way we did, he's also going to do the same way.
yeah,
Not like, see, we have maintained one folder and we copied it to there. But if he's like using some interface to add the image, other than external URLs and all, how can he save the image to the local folder?
so this is the images folder, generally they use it.
Oh,
Go here and add an image, like you said. your image. I'm not sure if I have anything.
So,
Let me check.
so a developer will be like almost complete just below the admin. So
Yeah,
he should know everything, what all folders we have created and everything has to be known by him.
exactly, because it's, yeah, even in the ASP.NET, if you have created your own folders, then you should know whatever you are using, how your application works. Similarly, same here.
So
Developer will have a better knowledge than an admin, but developer will not do everyday administration task. That's the only difference. And administrator will know something developer may not know, something like a Windows administration as well as the DNS configuration, all those stuff.
okay. What actually I thought was different. So what I thought was, suppose we have created one SharePoint, right, and we are given to, suppose we are given to Inadu editors,
Yeah,
some editors.
yeah,
So they'll not be developers. So
yeah,
what I thought was they are going to maintain, like they add images, everything,
yeah.
and then
That's,
create
yeah,
a order.
yeah, exactly. That's right.
But he doesn't know what the folders are. But what he doesn't know the development part, right? He doesn't know how to add the, just only through interface he can add images, but through not to development and also. How can
Okay,
he
now,
know that to add an image of local
uh,
folder?
okay, now I got what you're saying. See, here we.
అలాగే
Hello, Ramesh. Yeah.
ఇప్పటిదాకా ఏమైంది సెషన్
ఇప్పటిదాకా ఏమైందంటే ఈ క్వరీ లక్కీగా రికార్డ్ కూడా చేయలేదు. దట్స్ అనదర్ అన్ఫార్చునేట్ థింగ్. బట్ ఎనీవే ఐ విల్ సెండ్ ద కోడ్. కాదు చేంజెస్, ఇది మెయిన్ క్వరీ అండ్ ఎస్పీ క్వరీ. దిస్ ఈస్ ద చేంజ్, మెయిన్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ ద క్వరీ. సో దట్ దిస్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు filter your list items based on the flags what we set here and display order. ఈ రెండు ఇంపార్టెంట్, మెయిన్ దీని గురించి క్యామెల్ క్వరీ జనరేట్ చేసి యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే ఓకే రాకేష్. యా బట్ ఈ ఎలాగ మేబీ ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ నేను టోటల్గా సొల్యూషన్ కూడా పంపిస్తాను. బట్ నవ్ ఐఎమ్ రికార్డింగ్ ఇట్ ఎనీవే. ఐ థింక్ maybe I missed like 10 or 15 minutes of recording session. Not to worry. Rakesh, to your question, see what you are saying is, see this is confusing. Maybe I want to give something like a caption here and select an image something here rather than giving a URL. Is it your question?
Yes,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
that was it.
yeah, see that's
Because
how.
now as an editor, I doesn't know anything development. I just only like add images to this user interface. Like
Exactly,
not to the
see,
folders directly and save the images.
yeah, even we don't use this URL, I mean this field here in the production. Let me show you what we are going to use. I'm just muting Ramesh here. Okay. Okay, let me show you other field. This is our list. Ramesh.
హలో
Ramesh.
స్క్రీన్ కొంచెం జూమ్ చేయడానికి వీలవుద్దా? కొంచెం లైట్ కనబడుతుంది లేకపోతే.
అవునా, నీకు చూపించేటప్పుడు జూమ్ చేస్తాను. ఐ మీన్ చూపించేటప్పుడు అంటే వేర్ ఎవర్ వి స్టాప్, బికాస్ జూమ్ అంటే ఇది ఓకేనా? ఓకే
ఇప్పుడు ఓకే ఓకే
ఓకే అవసరం.
ఇంకా క్లియర్గా ఉంది.
ఓకే ఓకే, యాడ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ సైట్ కాలమ్స్, publishing column, publishing image, article date.
ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి టాస్క్ ఇప్పుడు చూపిస్తున్నాం?
నేను చూపిస్తున్నానండి. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మనం ఒక సింపుల్ యూఆర్ఎల్ తీసుకున్నాము. duplicate tab. Okay, site contents, hero banner. See, Rakesh's question is, I mean, if it is a end user, if he is not a techie, how can he get a URL of an image and paste it here? So what I'm saying is, this is one way, this is not the only way. We have a different field which is more intuitive. There are like hell lot of columns here. When I say fields, they are columns. And I'm showing what is the better column in this scenario for his question. I'm just getting a different column. Page layout, display template. Okay, let me go to the site contents, types, site content type, and here I'm looking for article page, and then this is the page image which I'm interested in, and this is a publishing image type. Okay, let me go to the column, edit column. Okay, this is in page layout columns group, and the name is page image. So let me get that column, page layout columns, page image, add it. Okay, and now we have another column. We have two columns for image. One is image, which is a type of hyperlink or a picture, and we have another column called page image, which is a type of publishing image. And let's add a content here, and let's see the difference between that and this. Let's add a new item.
లాస్ట్ టైం కాపీ చేసి చేస్తావు కదా కాలం,
Yeah.
అది నేను పర్మిట్ చేయట్లా. నేను ఈ విధంగానే యాడ్ చేస్తా ఐటమ్.
ఓకే, అంటే అయ్యి ఇంటర్నెట్ ఎక్స్ప్లోరరా?
క్రోమ్
క్రోమ్ సరిగ్గా పనిచేయదు, అయ్యి స్టిక్ టు అయ్యి.
మేబీ అందుకే ఇమేజ్ కూడా డిస్ప్లే చేయట్లేదు.
ఓకే, నేను ఓకే చూద్దాం. సిరాకేస్
ఐటమ్ కనబడుతుంది కానీ లో కానీ వెబ్ పార్ట్ యాడ్ చేస్తుంటే కనబడట్లేదు.
మేబీ అయితే యూఆర్ఎల్ అన్న ప్రాబ్లం ఏమో, గెస్సింగ్ అదే రీజన్ అయి ఉంటుంది.
యూఆర్ఎల్ కూడా వేరే పేజ్లో టైప్ చేసి చూసాను, ఇమేజ్ వస్తుంది.
ఓకే, మేబీ చూద్దాం అదే దీని తర్వాత. ఓకే Ramesh, instead of this, sorry Rakesh, instead of this column, this image, and which we have a type as hyperlink, we can use this column and we can change this name to image. And this is intuitive than that, like user can click and browse as long as this is in our, it will go to your site collection and look for the images, but you can change to a different folder. If you create a custom folder, like maybe a home banner or something, like a different folder with images, you can still go there and select that.
Where we have specified that to save to this path, or
Where we have specified, okay, when you select that, this will be saved here. When you say save it to, means image path or what?
yeah, we need to specify to a specific folder. So how we can say that? Suppose now we have placed this image. We need to specify the path also to say where in this folder, particular folder. How can we specify that?
See, it's going to get only the reference. Images, you need to save it already in your, you should already have images somewhere in one place, and it is going to refer to that image, that's all.
Okay, so when deploying the application, that will make a copy of it or what?
Yeah, you need to have a images folder somewhere, and that folder and this folder should be same. Ideally, while deploying, it's not like 100% thumb rule. While deploying, if it is a new functionality, you will not have images, you will have only folders for image wherever you look, and in the production they will upload the images wherever they want, and they will use those images from that images folder into the list. Okay, this is, it's just like a intuitive, but there is no difference between this URL and this thing. It's almost same, but this helps to like browse locally and get it instead of really copying the URL like what we did for this. For the left side image, we all copied and pasted the URLs, but for this one I didn't copy, I just went and selected the image.
Mhm.
That's the only difference.
Okay.
But is that what you are asking for or something different?
Yes, yes.
Okay, but see, technically they should have some knowledge how the application works. That's totally required. Without understanding how it works, they can't use it. So for that we need to provide a user guide. See, every application in the world has pros and cons, Rakesh and Ramesh, but it's up to the time and the money, how much we have, and that matters. So how long can we work, how long can we spend on this, increasing the functionality, or how fast should we push it to production. These all things matter. Yeah, there are like nice to have things, many things, but at the end of the day it matters with the money and how long we need to spend it. Okay, and now this is, as of now we talked about a list and a web part. Now we tightly couple the list name into the code, but what I'm thinking is I want to have use the same web part for with a different list as well. Maybe like a slider 2, there will be a new page. Maybe for that it's like a maybe Olympics page. In that Olympics page I want to have a similar functionality, but the images will be from a different list. One option, like I was telling, you can have in the same list with a kind of a category, something like another filter which will say home or which will say Olympics. But from the point, from user point, it's going to be a bit inconvenient if we are just asking user to upload from a back office. When I say back office, from the list itself. One option is you need to provide, if you are using one list for all the web parts, then you should provide another web part where you can provide like an add or delete or edit functionalities. And like I said, in the interest of time, we always want to use whatever available, not to reinvent anything. So we go, usually in SharePoint we go with a different list. Okay, we will have a list for each web part, and but for this list to use across in all the web parts, we need to bring this list name somewhere at the configuration level, where from the list we can, when we edit the page, when we edit the web part or add the web part, we should be able to put that list name there itself rather than in the code. Similarly, we can go even any level, like end of the day it is.
Hello.
Yeah, Ramesh. Yeah.
Actually, ఈ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ చూపించావు కదా షేర్ పాయింట్ 2013 కన్నా వ్యాలిడ్
Yeah,
2010 లో కూడా వ్యాలిడ్ షేర్ పాయింట్
this is valid even 2010 also. 2007 it's a basic query functionality. Now it is valid since 2007. Yeah.
ఓకే ఓకే సో అక్కడ కూడా ఇలాగే చేస్తారు
Yeah, it's the same. Web parts are same across, but visual web part లేకపోతే నీ జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ నువ్వు ఏ కాంపోనెంట్స్ వాడావు, దట్ మ్యాటర్స్, అండ్ స్టైల్స్, end of the day it is same code.
ఓకే
Okay, now let's customize this list name, and let's see how we can create a new list template. Did I already showed you guys how to create a new list template and use that as a starting point to create your custom list? I'll take that as no, and I will show you that one as well. Yes, give me 1 second. Okay, now, okay, instead of going to, so the idea,
Sorry.
yeah, no problem, chip,
ఇది query ఇది order by అని ఉంది అది.
yeah,
దీనికి SharePoint స్పెషల్ అది.
yes, SharePoint కి స్పెషల్ ఇది, అంటే SharePoint అంటే is a, this is camel query అంటారు, CAML, and I will I don't remember.
చేసింది కదా ఇది.
ఇది జనరేట్ చేసింది ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ దిస్ జనరేటెడ్ బై క్యామెల్ డిజైనర్. నేను లాస్ట్ టైం చూపించాను లేదో గుర్తులేదు కానీ సేమ్. ఓకే, అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ద టూల్. ఐ థింక్ నేను యూస్ఫుల్ లింక్స్లో ఇది పెట్టాను అనుకుంటున్నాను, ఒకవేళ పెట్టకపోతే నేను పెడతాను. ఈ టూల్ తోటి జనరేట్ చేసి ఈ క్యామెల్ ఇది కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేసుకున్నాను. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆల్రెడీ, ఐ మీన్ ఒక్కొక్క ప్రోగ్రామర్ ఏంటంటే మేబీ ఈ క్వరీస్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డే రోజుకి 5-6 జనరేట్ చేస్తాను అనుకో, బై హార్ట్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు రియల్లీ లుక్ అప్ ఫర్ ఎ జనరేటర్. హీ నోస్ ఓకే వేర్ ఈక్వల్ టు, సి ఫర్ 2 columns filtering it is quite easy. I will show you how it goes, a bit not complicated, in fact it is easy, but we just need to know that. Test and display order something 3 and caption like this. If you see it goes on increasing equal to and equal to, and this is not sure if I can show it really. So this is 1 equal to, and this is another equal to, and this all comes in one end tag and another equal to. This is how it's built on. I mean, we can actually do it, but it is like a, if you do it manually, it is a bit of error prone. We already have a tool which helps us, so get the tool wherever it helps you. That's my theory. Okay, but in this instance whatever we used, it is straightforward. It's like a 2. Okay, now what are we talking? We are talking to get the web part as a generic web part and use it. But having said that, the generism is, it's not like 100% generic. We expect the list to be different but columns to be exactly the same. But there might be a scenario where you want to even customize the columns as well. Even you can still do that. So let's start with customizing only the list name for now. But if you can customize one property, you can customize everything. That's the theory. Okay, and this is public string. What should we call? We should call as a list name. Private string list name. equal to value. And the next thing is you need the attributes, which I always forget. Let's get the attributes. Custom attribute for web part. You just need to provide the attributes in front of our property, then which makes it accessible from the editor part. Okay, this is the public and public browsable description. Oh dear, we don't need this much, but let's go with this. Category, it comes under the category default value. Let's not worry about this. We'll web part storage, description, browsable element, element, and the friendly name attribute. Type as a string, keep it as a list name, banner properties. I'm not using the list at all at the moment. Okay, this one public, and there are like a lot of attributes where you can say a default attribute, but I'm not specifying that. Let's deploy this and see how it appears. That's the idea now. The part is ambiguous between, okay. Let's see. And I'm deploying this. I have a extension, which is, I think, I don't remember, I got like bunch of extensions. That's why whenever there is a spelling mistakes, there is a error kind of thing, but it's not really error in the code. And even these comments, when I have a comment, it changed to italic kind of thing. It's because of the extension. Okay. Build is a deployed. Suspect. Awesome, this is deployed. Now let's come here. Sometimes just remember your web part might not reflect immediately at times, then just kind of remove the web part and add the web part, should work. Cancel, it's not responding due to long run. Okay, this could be happening whenever you deploy app poll starts. This piece of information is very, very important. In a development environment, we never care about this. I personally did these mistakes many times, because in UAT it's not only you going to be using. If there is some other users are using, or even the production, if there is a business hours, if you deploy your application, it might be bringing a nice features, but along with the nice features, it's going to reset the app pool, and at that point of time it's going to shut down the site for that slice of amount. It could be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, based on how heavy your web part or your solution is. So just remember about this impact. It is going to always reset the application pool. Because that reset, and that's why the web, it takes a while to warm up again, as it is acting as a first page showing up. Okay, come down. This is the banner properties, which we named it here. This is a category banner properties, and friendly name attribute named as a list name, but this is a property. I mean, basically it's a C#, typical C# property with a bunch of attributes. You don't really have to remember, but you just need to know how we can do it and how we can include the functionality. Okay, now the next step, we want to use this property in here, get slides, as a HTML, I guess. And maybe we can do another thing. If you don't have items there, maybe we can, I don't know what we are doing it. We go back, wherever it is called, come here, why is it, oh, okay, both are at the same place. Okay, this is what it is. Okay, even before coming there, instead of going there, what I'm saying is, because now we have whole control on this, we can check the top level, and this is our carousel complete text. We can have a if condition saying not equal to null and dot trim dot length greater than 0 and what is this saying? Okay,
Mommy, can I please have the computer? Mommy?
carousel string we are returning, we just add carousel dot
Are you sad still?
append
Actually, you can have it.
I mean, we can have as custom as we need, but just to make it simple, assuming my HTML skills are okay at this level, please
Can I drink Coke and eat fries?
provide
Mom,
a list name
please.
in banner properties. Please provide a list name in banner properties. I don't know if my English is making sense here. Guys, are you understanding what I'm trying to do here? I'm just checking if the list name is provided by the end user. If it is not provided, awesome. I'm saying that please provide the list in a red h1 tag.
Understand.
And this list name I'm using it here. So I didn't hard code here at all. Let's
Before before you added some properties, right? I didn't understand why you're trying to add this
okay.
custom properties.
Okay. The reason why I added the custom properties is, if you remember before here I hard coded the list name hero banner. Now if I go to see, last time it was like this, hero banner. I hard coded the list name. What I'm saying,
Understand.
yeah, now why I did is I want the user to enter the list name here rather than me doing that part, so that he could use the same web part in a different page or in the same page with a different list, so that it's kind of a reusability. I mean, end of the day, if you see many websites have the same slider web part but a different contents. Even if you see Inadu or something else, it's the same functionality but a different content is different. So ultimately they might need this kind of web part to be reusable. So we are going in that path, and in that path, to enable end user to access something like anything to pass at the page level. From the page level we need to have a properties with these attributes. Properties is nice, but we should have these attributes, which is category. It is nice to have, not very important. This is important. Friendly name, in how it should look like and what is its type. Maybe this description is not nice. Please enter list name and type. Okay, and if I deploy the same, cancelling it, this one. Remember, like I said before, it takes a while. It keeps on going for some time. The reason is restart in the app pool. And SharePoint development, guys, typically it is time taking compared to the .NET. It's not because of the code lot, it's because it takes, it is a time taking, like a development wise based, we are dependent on servers and even tools, and there might be a glitch in between. Let's say if your SharePoint server is not working well, you can't do your development. If you can't deploy and test your apps, then you can't continue your development. So there is a lot of interdependency and there is a time taking. Anyway, my HTML skills are seems to be like not so good. I want this one to be in a red color, but anyway, that's not super duper important. But maybe my SharePoint skills are okay. But anyway, I don't want.
Style color red.
Oh, style error. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I want this to be in a red color. That didn't happen. So it is working as expected. So we didn't give a list name. That's why it's saying please provide a list name in banner properties. So now we go here, and these are the banner properties. And if we hover over, anyway we don't have time to hover over usually. We hover over. This is where we get the description. And please enter the list name. The list name is, maybe we should give even in a proper way, like enter the list title, because list, you see this one, hero page banner is on the top level in the URL level, and this is called a title. If you go to list settings, we have a list name, description and navigation. Okay, now we need a title, but maybe I said list name, that's not a right word I guess, should be list title. And it says something, cannot save all of the property settings for the web part, the default namespace is reserved namespace for base web part, custom web properties require a unique namespace. Okay, something it is complaining about, we will talk about that in a moment. Let us see if it is really not saving or saving, because what it's saying is it can't save the banner properties. Let me see, but at the moment it looks like it is working, but let me see. Okay, it's not closing because it says it's not liking it. Coming to our, let's remove this. Let's remove whatever we don't really need. And like I was saying, maybe it's a time for change it to title. Title, banner properties. Banner properties, storage. Okay, I don't think I need that very much. Sorry, not publish. Deploy. Anyway, I deployed and I changed this one, but that's not going to be a big effect. And now Control F5 to reload this one. It's taking a while. So whenever you quote your timings in SharePoint development, always keep it, have a buffer, always have a buffer. Everything is there on net, but it's all testing at your place and making sure it is working. That's a pain. Okay, the browsable thing has lost something. No, it's not totally showing up, guys. This is important. And the last time we thought of changing red, hope that is right, and deploy. And again, we'll try. Okay, awesome. Now the Rakesh trick works. Why? Why did it disappear? let me delete it. Web part. Ours is a custom one and ours is a slider. Add it. Okay, this is good. Still not showing. Sorry guys, that means what is that I missed here? We did work with this one before, but it is complaining. Let's just quickly check it. Bit of fiddly, but bear with me. We have this one, we don't want this one, we didn't have this one, but I thought it's not important. And element name, list title, hope it works now. Okay, edit web part, banner properties. But anyway, it looks like I did a fiddly thing, which is not nice, and that's the bad part of me. I don't keep in mind. Maybe this one or this one is important, XML element or this one, but let us test it first before we commit our findings. Right, hero banner, and last time it got an error. Custom web require a unique space through an XML. I don't remember this saying like this. Let me go to the people, what they did. Exactly this one we have here web display name, category we have, personalized we have, but can you go to site setting and put a checkbox next to it that you're trying to add, then click populate it, populates correctly and it's working, otherwise what is saying galleries are and trying to add 10 there where you want to try add by selecting gallery. Can you open a pattern? I never did that before. And just for my testing, let's use this code and see. Sorry guys, I didn't expect this, because this is actually a small code which we do it, though not so often, but we do it whenever we do a web parts. Maybe does that matter? SharePoint web part pages. Just let's test it. Oh dear, what I did. Okay. Let me keep the list open, only the take of the properties. I'm guessing could be there are two namespaces with the similar controls, and maybe that's the reason. Last time I just commented one property. Come here again. Again, fine. And as per the code, this should be my category, something, text input, something, whatever. You just need to make sure. Test, apply. Awesome. I think it's something to do with the, I removed this before, needing that we don't need that, but looks like all these web properties should be from that namespace. And if we copy this, plane,
Can I have a computer? Can I have a computer? Can I have a computer? Oh, please. This is the best. Oh, right. You know this. You know this. I don't.
guys, do you have any other work, or am I stopping you in between? This title.
Oh no. Continue, Jay.
Okay, that's good. Thanks for that. Banner properties, please enter a list, and this thing. Anyway, I kept the commenter as well here, in case we want that. Okay, because it should be finished quickly. I just want to show how we can use a different web part with different list and taking a template of a list. Let's wait till this restarts or comes back, and what did you? Okay, and hero banner. Now this worked, but let us see if it is working, really working. Publish this draft. Okay, we are not seeing the hero banner, but let's see. If the property is persisting, that is a step 1 we need to check. And step 2, like Rakesh asked before, can we really debug this code? And yes, we can, and I will show that step as we need it now to do. Is there any spelling mistake? I'm not sure, but just to be on a safer side. It's a home banner, guys. That's the mistake I did. Maybe we don't need to debug, but I will show it later. Okay, now it's nice. But anyway, as part of development, I will show you how we can debug. I'll quickly show how to debug and quickly create a template of the list and use exactly here. Okay, to debug, debug attach process and look for W3P. As I have only one web server and like maybe there's only one web app here, that's why it's showing only one, but in your dev environment there might be more than one, so select all. That's what we do, and keep a breakpoint here. And refresh. This is how you can debug. So this is list name is hero banner. Okay. Okay, now our second interest is, okay, I'm stopping with debugging. Our second interest is to create this list and use the same web part, but in another page or same page, that doesn't matter. I want to use with a different list. That's the main point. Where is that list? Guys, did I show you how to create a list template? Assuming it has no. See, this is how you, if you want to take a backup of your list, the out of box approach. Maybe through code you can do a hell lot of things, but out of the box you have an option called save list as template, and when you save a list as a template, it is like exporting your table with data or without data. So I'm creating a list for now with data. I say banner, just to keep it generic banner, and even the template banner, maybe keeping the file name as something with some dates, 2016-07-09. Oh shit, I should have done that included. Anyway, I will show you what does it mean by, I didn't select that included. So it's a list gallery which you can go from your site settings and where is it? Sorry, yeah, this is the list templates in the web designer galleries, and if you go here, this is what it is. What is the use of it? Because when you want to create a new list, you can select that template as you have saved it as a template. When you create a new add app, that means when you want to add a new list, you can choose. This is a banner which we just specified. And what does it do? Maybe I would say it as a banner, or maybe test banner. I just say test banner. So this is exactly the same as your hero banner, home banner list. It's exactly the same but without the content. And if you want to add an item, say maybe test banner 2. For now I will leave that image. And remember guys, I didn't do the coding for this piece. We are not consuming for that. I will leave that as an exercise for you guys. I am consuming it from here, but you can use this one to add image and get image from this field. This is like an extra column I just added. I am not using this yet. Okay, now what I am saying is, okay, maybe again for image, let me go to some inadu.net or somewhere and grab an image. Copy link address and come here. Here. No, this is not what I want. Copy image address. And this one, everything good. And I'm just adding only one item. I'm not really fussy about is active and display. Now just going to the same slider page. Pages. If you do remember the page name, you can just go directly from the address bar. And this is the page, and now I want to add exactly the same web part but want to retrieve content from a different list using the same so that we can compare the same place. Just do keep in mind there might be some components that might get mess up if you add the same variables in the same location. Hopefully ours won't mess up. Let's hope for it, but I don't know because I didn't try the JavaScript whole thing. Hope you know what I mean. I mean we are re-adding the same script again in the same place. So it's like it could be variables the same name again and again. And line see this one, and this is coming to which I really don't like that. That's called Chrome type to none. Okay, though it is showing up once you check in, you don't get that issue. Okay, I'm saying okay. As of now it's not showing up anything. It could be, like I said, it could be our Java script problem having the variables twice, or it could be code issue, but I'm suspecting more towards the JavaScript thing. So in this scenario you need to be specific that I mean, it's not that you can't reuse the same web part, you just need to move your JavaScript files and variables, I mean like common content to another file where you can add top level of this. And let me see, to keep things easy, like I said, whenever I want to debug client side, I always go to Chrome, see if there are any Chrome errors. There is one, but I don't know if it is something to do with that or not. Not sure. Let's see. Not debug straight away. Let me see if there is something here, and everything is here. Let me see if there is a content navigator and slides. This is the piece I'm interested in. If it does has content, more suspecting the JavaScript. So let's look at the JavaScript kind of thing where I can't reuse it. Let me add another page and see if that works in a different place. Slider 3. For other than client side debugging, always use IE, because IE works better with central admin and all those things, but for client side debugging, Chrome is better. But again, that's a sort of personal preference as well, so I'll leave it to you guys. So what is that? Test banner is the thing, and go here, apply. So now it's working on a different page. It's not working on the same page. If you do remember, it's a purely JavaScript thing. When I say JavaScript thing, these are variables we are reusing, and above and below the same code copy pasted. Okay, any doubts up to here? So I'm going to stop here now.
This WebParts lo even a main important this Saturday now.
Yeah, WebParts, it's a నీకు వెబ్లో ఏం ఫంక్షనాలిటీ అయినా కానీ వాట్ ఎవర్ నాట్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ ద అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద బాక్స్ విత్ ద షేర్ పాయింట్, దెన్ దిస్ ఇస్ హౌ యూ విల్ బి ప్రొడ్యూసింగ్ కస్టమ్ HTML. దట్ ఈస్ WebPart means. That's it. That custom HTML could be simple carousel or something, maybe complicated pie chart or whatever it could be, but yes, that's it.
These are normal things we do during a project.
Yeah.
Any other things we can do during the project other than this?
I mean, there are a lot of things like timer. I mean, WebParts is to provide HTML, custom HTML functionality, but this is not only the development task you will be doing. You might be doing like a timer jobs, or you might be producing page layout, master pages, and what else? Like a workflows, event receivers. Yeah, don't worry, we will cover all those.
Okay, can you send the video of this one?
Yeah, I will send you after this. Once I end the meeting, I can.
One more thing, in the template we are writing. That one, what is the purpose of the template? We can store that.
It's a backup. It's something like a backup of your list, which you can reuse. It's something like a scripted table. If you have a script of table, you can reuse a script to create a table again. Something like that. But that's the only out of the box if you want to export or import. a list.
A template we can use in any web, any page, right? Same as it showed you.
Yeah, it's not about page, it's about creating a list. You can create a list using the template. Which template are you asking about? Is the page layout or the list template?
No, the template you created.
Oh, okay, that's a list, that's a backup of a list. A list template, yes, you can use it anywhere.
Okay.
Okay guys, if no doubts, then I'm going to end the meet. Then tomorrow same time.
And the image. At the same time, if there is any change, I'll inform you.
Okay then.
One more thing.
Yep.
అది ఇమేజ్ రావట్లేదు తర్వాత మీరన్నప్పుడు అది చూస్తాం.
ఓకే, నాకు ఒకసారి టీమ్ వ్యూవర్లో
ఇంట్లో లేను కదా.
సరే అయితే, మేబీ రేపు చూద్దాం అయితే.
రేపు 7:30 పెడదాం అట్లా.
ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ ఫైన్. మీ ఇద్దరు సంగతి. రాకేష్ నీకు ఓకేనా? 7:30 అంటాం.
7:30.
ఓకే
ఓకే అండి మరి.
ఓకే 7:30 పెట్టుకుందాం.
ఓకే గాయస్.
ఇప్పుడు ఇంట్లోనే ఉంటా, టీవీ చూసుకోవడానికి.
ఓకే 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 దెన్ బాయ్ మరి.